So Nille, thank you for coming and chatting. I've been really impressed by what you've done with your microgreens business over the past 10 months. And I would love it if you could share with us a little bit about kind of back in the beginning, where you were at when you got started, what drew you to microgreens, if you can remember back, and start there and just telling your story.
I had been a textile crafter for 30 years and have classes all the time in Viking clothing. And during COVID, I realized that could not continue. I also realized I didn't want to continue, and I've done it for 30 years. So, and I've always been growing my own food, organic kitchen garden. Is that the English word? Kitchen garden?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was surfing 1.5 years ago. I was surfing on the internet about growing. I moved from north of Norway to south of Norway. In north of Norway, there was 8 months with 1 meter of snow. And down here, there's 10 minutes with snow. So it's completely new environment. I think that was why I was surfing on net, just to find inspiration to a new garden here. And then I came to Greens for some reason. I don't know why. I guess there was some goddess with me or something. I don't know. And within 10 seconds, I knew this is what I want. It was just like this. This is what I want to do for living. And he promised easy money and easy growing and easy everything. And I was stupid enough to listen to that. And today I'm very happy I did. Because that is not true. It's not easy money. It's not easy growing. It's not easy nothing, but it's super funny and it's worth it all when you start. And this was in March 21 last year. So then I was just surfing the net really for other people, and I think I heard 50 different growers talking, and I'd get more and more confused until I found you. And also within 10 seconds, I knew that you are the one that I should follow. I don't think it's only because you're a woman, but it helps a lot for me, because I think the men is talking so much about money, easy, quick, hard, and it's too not interesting for me. Money is very interesting, but it's not the focus for me. So I think I found you in July. I guess I started your class September last year. That's a year ago now.
A year ago.
Yeah. And a few months before, on my 60 years birthday, actually, I moved into this house where I live now, where there was this old glass house, 14 meter long. I don't know what that is in feet, 35, 40 feet long, and 6 meters. It's huge. And it was broken down, and it looks like you can see it on my internet, on my what's it called, Instagram account, Desmagronne. And it was just one go. It was I got this place with this house, and I started taking glass down, and I got it insulated, 100 square meter of it, and I really didn't have the time to think, what shall I pay for that? How can I pay it? How can I do it? I didn't have the time. It was just maybe 50, 60, 70 hours a week working with pleasure and with energy and with fun and looking forward to and new challenges. And it just, when you get inspired, you are a machine. Not thinking, in my case, not thinking machine, just machine. And then finally in January. So that's 7 months after I've moved in here. I grow my first tray. And then I had followed your class and was in the second round class. And the second time I understood much more than the first, because I have some background to understand it from. I have new questions. And my biggest challenge was not really growing, because my grow room was very functional in winter, where I could regulate my temperature easily in there. And I only grow 10 trays, so it was just like making a new cake. It was just fun. It's always still fun. And then I realized, I have to sell this. I have to sell soon, because I have no money now. And then I was super nervous, because I, per definition, are one of those stupid women who say, I'm not a seller. And I've said that for 30 years. I've been living by selling my clothing, but I'm still not a seller. But then I just have to do it. So I wrote down, I think it was 10 restaurants nearby here, and just I emailed them and I called them, and they didn't answer. And then I just show up and say, can we make an appointment next week? And they were super friendly, and they say yes. And when they came out, they said to me, I asked them if they knew microgreens, and they say, yes, we use microgreens every week. And then I gave them mine, grown in soil, organic, with a lot of love. And I say, but this we have never tasted before. This we have never seen. And it was normal greens. I do the same for, like everybody else, and those that are used for, but they have never seen greens like that. And all of them all but one become customer from first day, and happy customers. It was just amazing. And that was very inspiring. And I was so surprised how happy I make with my greens. I make people happy. And then I was to try to get out to more people. I started up farmers market, and that did not really pay out. But what did pay out was I got a lot of connections that paid out. I have learned a lot on Viking markets, also about how to talk about my microgreens and not be afraid of my microgreens, but know, and the how important it is that we know our greens. And we do know. We cannot make them without knowing it. We know them in details. I guess most people starting up this dream about them in the night. We really can do. I know my product in and out, and you do, I guess, too.
Yes.
Everybody does, and that sells. That is the selling point. And not I don't think it's because they are good taste, or because they are healthy, or because they are smart to grow in this planet now, where we destroy our food soil and all these things. I don't think that's the main selling point. The main selling point is that we love what we do, and we love our products, and we know them, and everybody of us does that. I talked to one of your other students from Germany. She should go to the first market a few days later and say, you will meet people that get so surprised of how it tastes. You will get people that get so surprised that so small things can be eaten, and they are so pretty. And that was exactly what she responded 3 days later. Yeah, you were right. It was. Yes. And that has been my experience with selling. And selling was the thing I was most afraid of. So it has been really nice. And even by coincidence, or what it is, by a distributor, a local distributor, found me. I didn't look for them. I didn't know that I would not go for distributor in the beginning. I would go for restaurants and cafes, because that is the fastest money, I think, from at least here in Norway in the beginning. And I really need income. I had no income from my start at this. And then I will look maybe to the other distributors and subscribers later. But this distributor, he found me a little by coincidence. I was missing some seeds that didn't come because of the war. The transport in Europe is crazy, so they didn't come. And then I've heard of this guy Anders, because one of the restaurants I visit say, I cannot buy from you because I buy from Anders, and I got Anders' phone number. So I thought he was a grower, and it's only 20 kilometers from here. So I said, okay, I have to call this guy. Laura say we shall cooperate with everybody. So I called this guy and asked if I can buy seeds from him. And he said, no, I don't grow, I buy. Are you home in 20 minutes? And he came after 20 minutes. And from that day, I started selling through him. And it has been wonderful. It has been such a relief because to sell to restaurant, it takes a lot of time. And me, who are still in my head, not a seller, it stresses me 3 days before I shall go out. I would like just to be in the greenhouse and grow, really. That would be nice. And that was what happened when I got this distributor. He took over my customers. And of course, he raised the price, and that was not a problem for any of them. I'm still cheaper than this monopolist distributor in Norway. For some reason, because I have good prices, I have your prices.
Yeah.
But never got on compromise with that. Also because I did what you and what's this seed leaf guy? What's his name? Chris
Thoreau, yes.
Thoreau.
Yes.
They also say you need to know your numbers.
Yes.
And that is one of the biggest favor I did myself before I even started growing anything. That was trying to get all costs down in an Excel sheet. It is gold worth, because when I went out there talking to my future customer, I knew what my price was, and I knew it was not just a price because Laura has that price. It was a price because this cost this, this cost this, cost that. So I knew I could not go down on it. I knew this is what I want plus 50%.
Mm-hmm.
I added 50% from my price, and that was the price I told them, and with good feeling inside. I know it's exclusive product. It costs this. This is the price. So that was a big security when you are unsecure as selling, to know why your prices are like that. So that is super important. It was for me, super big help for me to have these numbers very clear. And it also confirmed when it matches your prices and the prices in the market. Mm-hmm. So even in Norway, which is the most expensive country in the world, I think, except for a few. So I'm surprised that you can get that price over there. You have much less salary than we have here, but it's good.
Good. Yeah, it's exciting to hear. I mean, your passion is just it's so contagious almost. It's I share it with you, and it's really fun to see how far you've come, and see that your love for growing, your love for microgreens is still very much there. And I love the transparency about it is work. It is hard work. It is starting a business, growing food, marketing and selling, all of these things take work, but it is so worth it, is what I hear you saying, and what I feel as well. So I just appreciate your story and your journey, really,
and
sharing
inspiring to do. It is very to go down in that warm, light, growing room every morning. It is just a gift. It's a blessing. I think it's just amazing. My daughter Sina was here all summer. She's 28, and she has a quite much younger brother, and so she remembered me as a mother for that little child. And she said after some weeks in the greenhouse, she said, it's just like when you was a mother, you care for your greens.
Yes.
It's caring. That's what it is. It's life. It's life growing up, and you're caring. taking care of it.
Yeah,
And that is
absolutely.
true. It is really, it's a really good feeling to make sure they are warm and dry, not so dry, a little water. And yeah, and I could grow it organic, and with this fermenting some that I use now is really, really efficient to use.
That's
And
exciting.
feels good.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
it's
yes, you
exciting.
get inspired. You get really inspired, and you grow with that inspiration. And now, I mean, I started selling in April, May, June, July, August, September. It's not even 5 months ago since I sold the first. And all the insecurity I had there, it's just, oh, it was back then, but it's like it's 10 years ago.
It's
Now it's
incredible.
new. Yeah, now it is. I did it. Okay, I did it.
Did it. And
We
you
did
think
it.
back, yeah, you think back to that beginning, you're looking online, you're seeing so
Yeah,
much information.
yeah,
That's where some people are at right now. They are overwhelmed
yeah,
by all
yeah.
of the information. Do they need to invest in a program? What program, if they do? Maybe they don't need to at all. What would you say to someone who is at that place where they are searching out and
I
looking
would
for
say
direction?
stop looking for new growths,
Mm.
and not new growths, but stop looking for new experts and follow, sit down, sit back a little and think and follow your guts of which one of those person you want to follow and stick with it. And if it is one like you, as you, I think you are amazing, and on so many levels, because you are not afraid of laugh of yourself and laugh of
Mhm.
our failures and flaws and your faults. Hey, just one minute. Småt op. Sig nemlig ikke på, at jeg er interviewet. Jeg er her med Laura. I will say to them, find someone that you have a chemistry with,
Mhm.
and one who has succeeded after 5 years, not one that can make big money in 2 months and this, and then follow, because I get confused. When I found you, I sort of relaxed. Then I could let all the other go and not stress by looking at more, but instead go in my grow room and experiment and look at those trays, listen to you, follow your program, look at my trays, look at my trays, look at my trays, look at my trays. I think I tried 15 different sorts.
Mhm.
And I go with the first 4 that you said now, because it is the easiest and also easiest money wise, I think, in the beginning. But I'm glad I did those 15 and study those 15. Now they are there. I know I can make them. I know I can deliver if some chef or someone want that. And I'm going to make a magic salad soon that will have all the different things in. It will change every week. But go with one. I think your classes, it's not. I have recommended it to you, everybody who I meet, because I think your class is thorough, and I'm happy to hear that you have someone with you. But find one and know your room. Know your room. It took me 4 months before I understood that I had to have this dehumidifier, or 3 months or something, because you are so busy. You just hope and hope in a way. You have to stop sometimes and look. But I mean, this 5 months, yeah, you learn a lot in 5 months.
Yeah.
You learn really a lot in 5 months by watching and not following YouTube. You should go out of YouTube when you have found the one you should follow. I have limited now to Instagram, and it's fast. It's 10 minutes.
I think it's great advice. It is really easy to get overwhelmed, and it can prevent some people from actually taking action and making progress, and that you're always looking at other things. So, like you said, find someone that you can follow, a program like my program, which is going to give you that basic foundation, And then you're going to learn from there. You're going to really
Yeah.
figure out your environment, everything that is unique to your situation, and really have a chance to be successful with that, because you have those building blocks in place and that foundation to follow. So I just think it's really great advice, and I appreciate everything that you've shared. And I look forward to seeing everything you do in the future.
Yeah, so do I.
Thank you, Nille.
So do I. Yeah.